Hey, share the warmth. Happy Tuesday. My desk is a mess. All right, so make sure you guys say hi as you pop in and let me know you're here watching with us. I was a little bit at a loss figuring out what to talk to you guys about tonight. But I think I have a really good topic. And I really love hearing from you guys. I want to know what you want to learn more about, what you'd like me to talk about, what you'd like me to share. If there's any area of your business where you feel like you could learn more, or you want to learn more, or you're not particularly strong at, let me know what that is, because if it's not something that I can talk to on a Tuesday training, I have quite a few amazing leader friends who would be very willing to come in here and do a training with us as well. So if there's anything at all that you'd like to learn more about, keep letting me know. So I know that we want to talk about fundraisers. I know that we want to talk about vendor events and shows. So I will work on some content for those. But tonight I want to talk to you guys about something that I feel I'm really strong at, and something that I know that I can just talk about because I don't have a plan for this training. I've written down a few notes, but that is getting to know your customers and creating loyalty with your customers. Hey, Tanis. So I feel like I have, over the years, learned quite a bit about how to, not only how to find new customers, but how to keep them coming back to you. And when I first started, I feel like I was doing it all wrong. And a lot of the other direct sales companies out there are very pushy with their training. And I did a different direct sales company before I found Scentsy. But it was really all about asking as many people as you can in as little time as you can if they would host a party for you. Copy and paste messages. It was all about booking parties and getting sales. And I feel like over time, that did work at first. It did work at first for me. But over time, it's gotten to be kind of a taboo, like tacky tactic, really, and people will try to avoid you. So I mean, I'm sure we've all got those messages. Here's an example. I got a friend request from a girl, didn't know who she was, so I looked at her Facebook profile. We have a couple of friends in common, friends that I used to go to high school with, so I figured, sure, so I added her. Not even 10 minutes after clicking on accept to her friend request, I got a message in my inbox from her, and it wasn't even to me. It wasn't, hey Trista, how are you? It was a complete copy and paste message saying, hey beautiful, I just got into this amazing company selling these amazing products, and I'm looking for 10 people to try out my products, whatever. I don't even remember the whole message. But that to me is just, no thanks. So I didn't reply to her message and I unfriended her. And that, I think, is where the misconception is in this business. And I feel like a lot of people, when they hear of direct sales or network marketing, that's what they think of, and it turns people off. And that is absolutely not what it has to be, and not how to be successful at it. If she would have spent the time to look at my Facebook profile, find out a little bit about me, and then messaged me and asked me something about my kids, or asked me something about my dog, or, I have all of that stuff on my Facebook. So you can tell who I am and the things that I'm interested in just by looking at my Facebook page. So if she would have made an attempt to get to know me a little bit, then maybe I would have had a conversation with her about whatever this product is that she's selling, right? So, but it took a long time for me to learn these lessons. And I feel like I've got to a point where I have a very good customer base. And they're very loyal to me, which I love. And I really believe that it is because I have spent the time creating relationships with my customers. I know them on a personal level. We can chit chat about things that are completely not Scentsy related. And that keeps them coming back to me. So really, essentially, I have created friendships with all of these customers that I now have. And they feel like they know me and I know them. And when they hear the word Scentsy, they instantly think Trista. And that's ideally what you want to create. So this business, network marketing, direct sales, it is not about sales. It's about relationships. And the sales will come organically through those relationships without you having to be a salesperson, okay? When you can figure out how to put relationships first in your business, I promise you, you will be a rock star and your business will explode. So first thing I want to talk about is, hey Melissa, hey Kim. First thing I want to talk about is follow-up. Follow-up is huge. If you are not doing follow-up in your business, you are missing out on so many opportunities. So following up with your customers, there's a lot of different systems for following up. Some people have binders they keep. Some people do the 2-2-2 system where you follow up 2 days after an order, 2 weeks after an order, and 2 months after an order. There's lots of different ways to do it. Honestly, I've tried almost every system there is out there. I have watched YouTube videos. I have printed out spreadsheets. I'm not an organized person. The Amy app, if you have not downloaded it yet, oh my gosh, download it. It literally does all of this tracking for you and will give you a to-do list on which customer you need to follow up with today. And it'll show you their last order, and it'll even give you an idea of what to say to them when you follow up with them. So if you're not using the Amy app, go download it now. I can't remember if it's $10 a month or $14 a month or something, but it's a business expense. You can write it off in your taxes, and it is 50 million times worth it. Like, so worth it. So following up is huge. I'll give you an example on following up. I do quite a few vendor events and shows and stuff, mostly in the summertime. And I can't even tell you how many times I have had someone walk up to my table and go, oh, Scentsy, yay, I'm so glad you're here. I really need new bars. I love my Scentsy. And then we get into conversation, and I find out that this girl has 6 Scentsy warmers in her house and a diffuser, and she absolutely loves it. And she's got all these favorite scents, and she's been using Scentsy for years. But she'll actually say to me that she doesn't have a consultant to buy her bars from. She bought those Scentsy warmers from somebody. Okay, my first thought is that poor consultant who sold her that very first warmer had no idea what she is missing out on now, right? Because if that consultant who sold that girl her first warmer had followed up with her, had stayed in touch, had created a relationship with her, this girl would be buying so much from that consultant. And honestly, she would be an amazing host, and I guarantee you she could be a consultant. But just by the way that she loves the product and gets excited about the product. But she doesn't have anybody taking care of her. And that's our job as consultants. If you want somebody to continue to purchase from you, you have to take care of them. You want them to hear the word Scentsy and instantly think your name, okay? And this girl doesn't even remember who the consultant was that she got her first warmer from. She's accumulated lots of warmers and lots of Scentsy throughout the years, but she's probably just buying it when she runs into a Scentsy consultant at an event or a vendor table or a craft show or whatever. And those consultants are not following up with her and creating that relationship with her, and she still doesn't have anybody taking care of her. So follow-up will help you do that. Follow-up will help you create that relationship with that person. How can I touch base to create a relationship or personalize with someone in other provinces? Facebook is huge, Melissa. If they're on Facebook, use Facebook. I'm going to talk a lot about how to use social media to create these relationships and stay in touch with your customers. Yeah, I definitely use Facebook If they're not on Facebook, you can text them to follow up with them. But I'm going to save that for the end because I feel like I'm going to talk a lot about different ways that you can do this, and it doesn't matter if they're local to you or not. A lot of the things and ideas that I'm going to give you are going to be for just every customer in general, not necessarily customers who are only local. Hey, Shanda. Hi, Amanda. Okay, so first thing to creating loyalty is following up with your customers. Listen to your customers. So pay attention to things that they're saying when you're having conversations. Don't talk about Scentsy all the time. Talk about their kids. Ask about their job. Talk about their friends, their family. You really have to get to know them. So instead of you talking about Scentsy all the time, you have to take a step back and let them talk and have a conversation and remember things that they're telling you. Pay attention on social media. Social media is this amazing tool that we have, and I feel like so many of us aren't using it to its full potential. When you're scrolling Facebook, first of all, there's an option to follow and unfollow people. Okay, so if you have a lot of people on your Facebook, your news feed is not going to show you all of the things that you necessarily want to see, right? So if it's all Scentsy consultants on your Facebook newsfeed and it's all Scentsy all the way, just go and unfollow those people. You're still Facebook friends. You can still keep in touch with those people. You're not unfriending them or blocking them, just unfollow them. And that means that their posts aren't going to show up in your newsfeed, and it's going to make more room for other people's posts to show up in your newsfeed. You want your customers and your potential customers to show up on your newsfeed first. Pay attention to things that people are saying and doing on social media, and interact with them on their posts. Don't just hit the little thumbs up like button. Love their posts or laugh at their posts. Or the little emoticons that you can choose. So instead of just liking it, pick a different one, because if someone likes it, it's not going to be that big of a deal. People will notice more if you love it, or if you do the laughing emoji or whatever it is. It's more noticeable that way. But interact with their posts, things that they're posting on Facebook. Avoid the negative stuff. If they're posting negative stuff, I just scroll right on by. But if they're posting pictures of their kids or something about a new job or a recipe that they tried and loved, things like that, interact with that stuff. Comment. Huge comment on the stuff that they're doing on Facebook. Comment on that recipe she shared. Oh my gosh, have you made this? It looks amazing. Oh my gosh, your kids are so adorable. They're growing up so fast. Congratulate them on a new job if they post they have a new job. Comment and interact with things that they are doing on social media, because that is going to show them that you truly care about them as a person and that they are not just dollar signs to you. Make a point to remember their favorite things. If they have a favorite scent, if they are obsessed with Hug and a Mug, remember that their favorite scent is Hug and a Mug. Make a note about it. Again, if you're using the Amy app, you can go into their customer profile in the Amy app, and you can add a note, and you can put loves Hug and a Mug. And then when something is being discontinued, or if there's a sale, or if it has come back and I bring back my bar, you can text them and say, hey, I know how much you love Hug and a Mug. This is what's going on right now. They're gonna know, again, that you remember things about them and that you truly care about them as a person. Another tip when you're talking to people, and this is on social media and in person, don't start a conversation with Scentsy. Even if you're specifically talking to this person because you want to ask them if they want to host a party, don't start the conversation with Scentsy. Ask how their kids are. Ask how their birthday was. Ask how the new job is going. Remember things that are going on with them and chat with them about those things before you bring up Scentsy. Always ask how they are. Make small talk first. Scentsy can very easily come up in conversation very naturally if you're just having a conversation because you truly care about the person. Yes, it takes more time. Yes, you could copy and paste a message and send it to 100 customers and it'll take you 5 minutes. But I guarantee you, if you take the time to have that 5-minute conversation with each of those 100 people, you will get a lot more positive feedback, a lot more orders, a lot more parties booked, potential new team members, because you're creating those relationships with those people. Hey, Brayden. So never start a conversation with Scentsy. Always bring it up later on in the conversation. Go the extra mile. Little things that don't cost a lot and don't take a lot of effort on your part will make the world of difference. Provide free replacement light bulbs. So that's something that I've always done in my business, and I know a lot of you do it too. If you're a customer of mine, if you've purchased from me before, I will provide free replacement light bulbs for you whenever you need them, one at a time. I'm not going to go give you like three packs of bulbs at a time for free, but one at a time. So if someone needs a light bulb, I will provide it for them for free. Let me know your address. I'll pop it in your mailbox next time I'm out and about, or I'll pop it in the mail for you if they don't live local to me. That's not a huge thing. I stock up on light bulbs when I have host credits and half off items, usually host credit. And I just stock up on them when I have host rewards to use. So it doesn't cost me a whole heck of a lot to do that. And it's a really, really big thing that people really appreciate. Text them when their favorite scent is going away. Deliver their orders to them if you can, if that's something you're able to do. I didn't used to do a whole lot of customer deliveries, but now I usually go out once a week and do deliveries. I have a set day. It's usually Tuesdays, Mondays or Tuesdays. It's been alternating lately, but Tuesday is my delivery day. So that's the day that I'm going to be driving around and dropping off customer orders and picking up basket party bags and dropping them off with my next host and things like that. I try and keep it to one day. But people really, really appreciate if you're able to deliver their order to them. A little side note about that, delivering it to them when they are at work is even better, because you're bringing it into where their place of work, where all their coworkers are, and it's this nice, pretty bag all bundled up, and it smells amazing, and you're dropping it off, and then everyone's going, "Ooh, what did she get?" Okay, so that's just a little tip about deliveries. Bring them a coffee if you see they're having a bad week, or send them a funny meme in a message and just say, "Thought you might need this today." Just show that you're thinking about them, Send a card if their pet passed away. I had a customer a couple weeks ago whose dog passed away, and I know how much she loved that dog. She is a foster for quite a lot of dogs, and this one she totally fell in love with, and she was absolutely devastated when her pet passed away. So I brought her a coffee at work with a little card. It didn't take much, but it kind of just shows that I care and that I'm thinking about her, right? And people remember those things. If it was their birthday, send them a birthday card. Send them a text, "Happy birthday." Don't just put the little happy birthday thing on their Facebook wall. You know, when Facebook prompts you, it's so-and-so's birthday, here right on her wall for her birthday. Everybody says happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Send them a text or an email. Hope you have a wonderful day. I'm thinking about you. Hope you get spoiled. Don't just say happy birthday. Make it personal. Add their favorite chocolate bar to their bag with a thank you note. It's the littlest things that don't take much effort or money to do, but people will know that you truly do care about them. And this is where it comes down to, I posted a video half an hour ago when I was supposed to be on live. If you haven't watched that, go back and watch it. But it is really just proof that going the extra mile to show somebody that you care about who they are, and that you notice things and you pay attention to things and that you care about them as a person, makes a world of difference. Thank them like as much as you possibly can. Add a handwritten thank you note to their orders, thanking them for their business. I get little packs of thank you notes at Dollarama. I can show you that. These are the little thank you cards I got at Dollarama. I think they come like 8 in a pack. Yeah, 8 in a pack for $1.25. It's just a blank thank you note, so I can write whatever I want in there. So add a personal thank you note to their order, and it doesn't have to be big and long. If you have a whole bunch of orders you're sorting out, you don't have to spend an hour writing out letters to everybody. Just a quick thank you so much for your order. I really appreciate your business. Hope you love it. Trista. That's all it is. But that is because the fact that it is handwritten and that you wrote their name and that you took the time to do that makes a big difference. Rather than just printing out a generic thanks for your order and tying it to their order, a handwritten thank you note goes a lot farther. Post a thank you for their order on their Facebook page. You know, thank you so much for your support in my business. I hope you love the new warmer that's on its way to you. You know, thank you on their Facebook page so that everybody else can see. If you have website orders, PWS orders, I usually go through once a week, sometimes every second week, depending on how many PWS orders I got, and just send thank you notes in the mail with a scent circle. Thanks for your order. You know, I hope you love it, and I'll check in with you when it arrives. Again, little things, thanking them for their business makes a big, big difference. And make sure you tell them how much you appreciate their support. And spoil them when you can. I have a VIP group on my Facebook. I'm going to talk a little bit about VIP groups. How many of you have VIP Facebook groups or customer groups on Facebook? Show of hands, let me know in the comments if you have a VIP group. My VIP group has been the greatest thing I've ever done for my business. And I only did it 3 years ago. So I've been selling Scentsy for almost 9 years. It'll be 9 years in April. I only started a VIP Facebook group 3 years ago, and it has been the greatest thing I've ever done because it literally is a community. Like in our Share the Warmth group, we're a family, we're a community, right? I have that same sense of community and family in my VIP group with my customers. And it's been the greatest thing for my business. A business page and a Facebook group are completely different. I definitely recommend that you have both. A business page makes you easily searchable on Facebook. So I have a business page. Honestly, I don't do a whole lot with it. I post in it maybe once a week, twice a week, just to keep it current. I don't do a whole lot with that. But it does make it easy for people to find you and to recommend you and refer you to friends. A business page is really great to have. A group for your customers is, I think, much better for the relationship building side of it because it is a place where you are not just posting Scentsy stuff all the time, but they can post and they can comment and they can interact with each other. It's a much more casual, I think of it more as like a circle. Everybody's sitting in a circle and we can all have conversations with each other, as opposed to a business page, which is me just talking at people, right? So I have a VIP Facebook group. It's a private group. Once you've placed an order with me, I send you an invite to my VIP Facebook group. I don't post Scentsy in there all the time. I try to keep it 50-50, maybe 60-40, non-Scentsy and then Scentsy stuff. So I will share when new stuff is coming out. I post it in my VIP group first. That's kind of a perk that they get for being a VIP, is I posted the spring summer stuff for my VIP group before I posted anything on my public wall about the new spring summer stuff. If something new is coming, the Cheshire Cat Buddy, I posted that in my VIP group first. A few hours later, I posted it on my public Facebook, right? But they always know about things first. But then I also post things that are not Scentsy related to keep the conversation going and to keep people interested in what's going on in that group. Because if I just posted Scentsy flyer, Scentsy flyer, Scentsy flyer, Scentsy flyer, people are just going to keep scrolling on by, right? So I try to play a lot of fun little games. You know those Facebook games that people post? What's your elf name? You know, the last thing you ate, the color of your shirt, and whatever. Those things. Or, you know, post a GIF game that tells you to post a GIF. If I see something fun like that, post on my Facebook, or post the last picture you took on your phone, or the seventh picture in your camera roll, that type of stuff. If I see something fun like that on Facebook, rather than sharing it to my Facebook, I'll post it in my VIP group. because the more interaction and participation you have between the members in your group, the more your posts in that group are going to come up on their news feed. It's all about the Facebook algorithms, and to be honest, I don't understand them completely. I just know that the more people are commenting and liking and participating in your group, the more your group is going to show up on everybody's news feeds. So you want to keep it a place where they are coming for fun and they don't feel pressured to buy Scentsy just because they're in your VIP group. So fun games and stuff like that. I run a VIP mystery house party every month with my VIPs. So I've been doing it as a bingo party, but it's essentially a mystery host party, same thing. So anybody who orders with me, any of my VIPs who order with me at any time in the month, get ballots. Every $40 they spend gets them one ballot. And then at the end of the month, I go live just like I'm doing now in my VIP group, and we play bingo. And I showed you guys a little bit about this in my last training, so I'm not going to talk too much about the actual bingo aspect of it, but we play bingo. Every $40 that they've ordered anytime throughout the month gets them extra bingo numbers to play. So it's like an extra incentive only for my VIP customers. And then I play 3 rounds of bingo, and every round of bingo I give away a little prize. I have little gift baskets with prizes. I use my host rewards throughout the month to buy little stuff, so scent circles, card bars. I use my scent of the month bars quite often as a prize. I bring back my bar testers that I made, so I have my testers with my 1 cube of each scent in them. These are going to be in my prize bags for the next few months because it's wax and it's awesome and people love it. So it doesn't take a whole lot to do that, but they appreciate it and they like the chance to be able to play a game with me, and playing that bingo game live with me gives them a chance to kind of get to know me a little better as well. We're continuing that relationship because we're having conversations as we play bingo and we're having fun, and they get a chance to win prizes. And then I do a grand prize draw at the end of the bingo. Again, all of us talk about prizes. By the way, you can't post publicly, even if it's in a private Facebook group. It has to be by private message only. So I will post, we're going to play bingo, and then I will send private messages to my VIP people, letting them know what the prizes are going to be and that there's going to be a grand prize draw. And then at the end of it, everybody, I use the grand prize draw. Sometimes I'll give away my half-off items for the party that I'm closing then. Because I'm the host, right? I can do whatever I like with those host rewards. So I'll give away the half-off items, or I'll give away, I'll say the grand prize draw this month is a free warmer of your choice, up to a $66 value. And then I'll use my half-off item, or I'll use my free credit to get that warmer prize for them, right? So again, it's not costing me a whole lot. I have those host rewards anyway. I'm just going to use them to give back to my VIPs because they are my customer base and they are the reason that I'm successful at what I do. So I'm going to take that to give back to them, to spoil them. And just the fact that they have the chance to get those extra little things by being in my VIP group, I feel like is a really big difference to them. Quite a lot of the time, I'll get a message from someone saying, hey, I was at a craft show today and there was a Scentsy lady there. Don't worry, I didn't buy anything from her, but she had this scent. I'm wondering if you have it, you know, or can you order it for me or whatever. So the fact that they are out there and they're meeting other Scentsy consultants, but they're coming back to me to place their orders, means that I'm doing something right. So I've created that loyalty with those customers. You can do draws randomly in your VIP group throughout the month for samples. You know, guess how many testers are in the jar. You know, post that, let it go for a couple of days, and then whoever was closest without going over gets a bar of the new scent of the month. Everybody else gets a sample for trying. And then you take the time to mail out those samples, or if they're close to you, drop them off when you're out doing your running around or whatever it might be. That little extra effort goes a long way. Another thing that I feel like has made a huge difference with my customers and creating that loyalty is my personalized whiff boxes. And I could talk for a full hour about my personalized whiff boxes, so I'm not going to. I did a training, yeah, it's 10 o'clock already. I did a training about a year ago, maybe a little bit more than a year ago, I did it in our bigger TWW groups. So Team Wickless Warmth is our bigger group under our Superstar Director. I did a training in those groups about my personalized whiff boxes, how I do them, how I make them work, how I come up with my themes and my costs and all that kind of stuff. So I have that video posted to my YouTube channel. I will put it in the comments here so you guys can have a look at that if you're interested. But I feel like doing my personalized whiff boxes has been a really, really big part of creating that loyalty with my customers because they love them. I usually have between 12 and 16, give or take, whiff boxes ordered every month. Sometimes it's the same customers every month and sometimes it's not. It kind of varies, but they've been a really, really big hit as well. So I'll post that link so you guys can see that. That's all I have from the random notes that I jotted down about 20 minutes ago. But if anybody else has any ideas or tips or tricks, I would love to hear what's working for you guys in terms of what you do for your customers. One more thing I want to add really quickly, because I was sorting orders today, is just adding in little extras when you are packaging up orders to give to your customers makes a huge difference. I don't have one here because my orders are all upstairs ready to deliver tomorrow, so I can't even show you. But I have my supplies here. So I write the little thank you note, and then I put all of my personalized branded flyers in there. So everyone that ordered with me this week, all the orders I'm delivering this week are getting a new catalog, and I've put my personalized little note on top. I don't think I have any left here. I don't. My personalized little spring summer catalogs are here. Here are my favorites. These are my top 6 scents. Little note with my picture and info on it. I stick that on the front of every catalog. So everyone's getting one of those. Everybody is getting a sample of the new scent of the month, Strawberry Rose. This is what I do with my scent of the month kit. I get the wax scent of the month every single month. If I feel like the warmer is going to be a top seller, or if it's one that I personally really love, then I'll get the warmer too. But no matter what, I always get the scent, and I make little samples. I never ever use fancy wax molds. I always just use the regular Scentsy ones, but I found little heart ones this month, so I made heart-shaped samples of those. So everyone's getting a sample. This is another big thing that people love when they get their orders from me, is they expect a new wax sample from me, and it does not cost me a whole lot. I add in chocolates. So right now I have heart-shaped chocolates for Valentine's Day, Dollarama. My little thank you notes are in there. A scent of the month and warmer of the month flyer is in everyone's bag. And then I have, oh, I can't even show you because I don't have any left. I have a little flyer that I made up. I'm going to post this in the comments later too. It's basically, thank you for your order. Your host earned blank free credit and blank half off items to spend thanks to you, just for having the party that we just had. And if you were the consultant of that party, you would have made blank in commission. Let me know if you want to learn more. Those notes I love putting in when it's an actual party order with a host, because it lets everybody know the benefits of hosting a party, what the host got for having the party that they just attended, and then what they could have made if they were a consultant. So that's an extra that I like to add in there as well. And then just little stuff, like if it's a small order, I use these little gift bags I get from Dollarama. They're like birthday party favor bags, goodie bags. I get the clear ones. So if it's just 3 bars or a bar in a room spray or whatever, I'll do that. And then I use this little fluffy stuff quite often. I just toss that in the bottom of every bag. Again, it's not a whole lot. It's super cheap. I tie it up with some twine, tie the handles together of the bag with twine. But people really, really find that I find that people like that I've gone the extra mile and that I've taken the time to make their order a little bit special for them, rather than just tossing it in a bag and handing it to them. I write their name on a little gift tag, on a little name tag, and then I tuck my thank you for their order in there. So it's really just about doing the extra little things to make them realize that you care. So again, I would love to know what works for you guys, what you guys are doing, how you package your orders, what you do in your VIP groups. Share with me. I'd love to know. If you have any questions about anything that I have talked about tonight, let me know. And I want your ideas for Tuesday trainings going forward. I have a couple of good ideas, but I would really, really like to know what you guys feel would be most beneficial to you for us to talk about. So that's it. So brand new spring and summer catalog has already launched. It has been huge so far. I'm getting rave responses to the new catalog and the new products. I hope you guys are too. So have fun promoting that. Have fun booking parties. I hope you guys are all going to get out this weekend and start sharing the new scents. And I will talk to you guys soon. Have a good night.